again YouTube, Danester83 here. Basically this is late on night for me shooting a video, and I'm doing it with people in the house, whereas normally I do it when I've got a bit of time completely on my own. So I'm going to give it my best crack, basically because I don't know when I'm going to get time to do this video, if not, and there's a few things I want to mention other than all the pickups that I've had. So I'm trying to get it done now so I can get it out. Basically I've been flat out with work because I do work full time and I have a part time job, and I've decided to build a barbecue in the garden as well, as though I haven't got enough spare time as it is anyway. So I managed to get some bricks laid before it started to have a little shower tonight anyway. So I'm going to do this video. I'm going to start off with my pickups because I missed some out again on the last video, and I did the video, uploaded it and realised I haven't shown them. And I picked up a ton again at the boot sale weekend, which I'll talk about. Probably won't be going to a boot sale this weekend because I might be doing 7 days because work's got a bit busy, which is good for me, not so good for me boot sale hunting. So yeah, I'll be doing them pickups, and then I'll be just talking about a couple of things that have come up over the last week, which some of you may have seen, some of you may not have. So I'm trying to keep this video short, so I'm going to stop rambling, start showing my stuff. I'll start with the stuff I missed out from the last video. First off, I think it was 50p Tetris Jenga. I don't even know how to set this up. I'm not taking it out of the box because I've made that mistake before, and I tried to put everything back in really neat and then gave up and everything got through back in. So yeah, I think that was 50p or a pound, around about that. One of these mini pixel block things, I think I paid £1 or £1.50 for that. It's got a price tag of £8 on the back, so paid cheaper than whatever it was anyway. Pac-Man ghost obviously, so that's cool. I might put it together. It's a bit fiddly for my big manual handling hands. This was definitely 50p. That was also from the last lot that I forgot. Little sticky gum bat. I'd stuck him on the corner of my bed to show everyone, and I keep walking into him thinking I never showed him in the last video. So that's 50p. And these, I can't believe I didn't show these. They were probably one of my best finds at the last one. Basically the bloke, I asked if he got any video games because he was selling some PlayStation. He said yes, I've got these. And he got some Game Boy titles, and they were a bit not the best, the ones he was showing. He said I have more in a bag. I went, well, how much for the lot? He was going, no, selling £2 each. I went, okay. And he wouldn't budge from the £2 each, and I'd have took the lot if he had off. But basically I've just left him with the rubbish titles because he wouldn't budge, and I picked these all up for £2 each. So there's Kid Icarus on the Game Boy. Actually it's better to show you things when it's a bit late on night, I don't have as much glare. RetroCollectcom 2, which I believe is the US edition, which I didn't know, someone told me that it probably was, and then when I checked it was. You can just see the red light reflecting off my GoPro when I'm showing you. Pop Up. These are all £2 each, so I think I bought 5, so we had a tenner of my money. Kung Fu Master. And Bart versus the Juggernauts. As I say, all £2 each. They're all pretty good titles, I think. I mean, I didn't know how rare or what they were at the time, but I did pick them all up because I knew I ain't got any of them. The rest were like Tweety and Sylvester, which I wasn't bothered about. I'm going to try and do this in the order of the boot sales now, if I can remember. This lot should all be picked up from the Saturday boot sale, which I bumped into my mate Nick Hilton, who I met last year when I bought a load of stuff at an auction in my local town, Dudley. He does Nintendo Pals, the logo that was up here for ages. And to be fair, we just walked around together having a bit of a crack and a laugh. We both picked up a bit, but we went to that boot sale thinking it'd be busy because it was the first one of the year, and it wasn't really. It was a bit of a disappointment. And the first thing I picked up was a little figure. It's a bobblehead Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen. 50p he was, so he'll just go with my other cool stuff like from the 80s and that. Then there was this little, I think this was £1 soccer Systema. They'd left the batteries in. I'm not going to be able to get the back off because it's a right nightmare. I had a nightmare to get off. It needs a bit of a clean. Hopefully they'll get it working again. And I think that was everything I got from the boot sale when I was with Nick. he had to go home. I think he got the kids because his missus was going out, and I went on to another one. And because I didn't rock up there till 9, I think he'd been completely rinsed. So I think I only picked up these. I want to say 3 items, but I can only see the 2 from here. So obviously I'll put one somewhere, and I'll come across it later in the video. And these were £1 each. They're box Game Gear games, obviously FIFA and PJ Golf Pro Tour. Now I'm wondering if these are the US titles. 1 because of the colour of the siding down here, and 2 because I believe that's Alexi Lalas used to play for Metro Stars back in the 90s, and he was a USA international. So if anyone knows, because I can't see anywhere on the carts where it tells me, I'm just going off what I can see visually. It's really bugging me now that I can't put my hand on the other item from that boot sale. Anyway, moving on, because as I say, I have got a load more stuff to show. So this is all from Sunday, I believe. No. Oh, hang on, I found it. The other thing I got on the Saturday for £1 was this artwork from Gears of War. It's pretty cool, to be fair. I have had a bit of a flick through. A load of people there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That was £1. And as I say, I want to say all these pickups now are from the Saturday. So, sorry, from the Sunday. So I'm going to blitz through them. First off, I'll do the non-gaming stuff really. I picked up for £7 a load of Gen 1 Transformers. They're not complete, but I think I paid £7 and there was 3 originals and a bootleg one. That's Ultra Magnus. I did look up who this was. It's a little competition for everyone then now, because I know who it is. If you know who this is, put it in the comments, be the first one. Yay, you might win something. This little mini one as well. They're all from the 80s. I think this one's 85. I think this one's the newest one of the 3 originals. And because I just got them at the time, and the bloke wouldn't budge from £7 and the people started to look round, I got them all. This one's a bootleg one, and it's a bootleg from 1985 as well. So knock off, but I couldn't tell at the time. Also, non-gaming, this Mighty Max. This was £1 as well. It's got none of the figures, but as you know, I like to collect toys from the 80s, 90s, and I have got some Mighty Max figures that might go with that. 50p Transformer bottle opener. What more can you want? It opens beer and it's a Transformer. I picked these up because they were £1 each, and they'll also look colour maroon. I believe they go with a magazine that's out at the moment where you can collect. You've got tons of just these 2. There's the Scout Trooper, and that's Luke Skywalker's X-Wing pilot helmet. So yeah, they're £1 each. They're cool items to go in the room. I suppose this is gaming, but not actual gaming. It's a Rubik's clock. I have had a go at this. There's no way I can do it. I'm no good at it. It was £2 box. I picked that up. And this one is an unusual non-gaming item. I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know what it was. I saw the box. It looked like a Mega Drive box. It had got 16-bit writ on it. I opened it up. Inside there's a t-shirt. I'll just show you all the t-shirt, which is also pretty cool. That logo looks like it's an imitation of something off a 90s VHS, and there's a poster of the picture that was on the front of the box. And I have recently looked it up. They're a band. The album's not in there, but they do some pretty cool music actually. They've only got one album, which is this album, and this was a special edition release. And I've looked them up, and they are quite my cup of tea. I've shared a couple of their songs on Facebook, so if you follow me on Facebook, click on it and you'll see where this come from. And everything else is more or less gaming now. I'll show you the standard stuff first. This was inside a PS2 fat box. I thought it was a PS2 fat, it wasn't, it was this. She sold me for a £5, got official memory card. Not had a chance to test it yet, but £5 and the box. I've got a fat to put inside the box, so that goes together nicely. Then I picked up this PS2. This was £10. It's in better condition than my PS2. And if you know from my last video that I did the gameplay, I wasn't sure whether the lens was playing up on my PS2, so I thought for a tenner, I'll odds it. And they obviously came with some controllers, all official. You've got your dual shock for your PS2, dual shock for your PS1, and your standard PS1. As I say, £5 for the PlayStation 1, £10 for the PlayStation 2. This little item here, I've already got one of these. It's like a joystick stand for your phone. Put your phone and link it up. So now I've got one that I can use and one that I'll keep in the box. PlayStation 2 games. Some of these come with the PlayStation 2 that I got. The rest all cost me 50p each, I believe. Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. Not played it. Not played any Prince of Persia games actually. Wasn't my cup of tea when I was younger. World War Zero. I say 50p. It was a game I ain't got. Looks pretty cool. Ratchet and Clank 3. Now I know I picked this up last week, but we all know what I'm like with my platinums. I'd rather have the black label, so I'll swap that out for 50p. Gran Turismo 4. I know this came with a PlayStation 2. And this lot, these were all 50p each, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Spy Hunter. That's bound to be a classic. A Warhammer's game, Fire Warriors. Again, 50p, so I picked it up. I'd forgot all about this. Now this is part of my favourite gaming franchise, and I forgot there was a Soken 3. It was Woodlin who reminded me there was a Soken 3. I am ashamed, and I am burying my head in this video in ashamedness of myself. And finally, Terminator 3, because I've got the other Terminator 3 game, and I knew I ain't got this one, so I'll pick that up. Now, all these PlayStation 3 titles are all £1 each, and if I see a PlayStation 3 game for £1, I'm picking it up. Sleeping Dogs, limited edition. Little Big Planet. Now, this was a game I thought I would never ever pick up, and I saw some gameplay of it, and it actually looked pretty fun, so for £1 I was always going to pick it up. Right, I'll show this figure because he cost me £1. As we all know, Nathan Drake from Uncharted. It's one of the more popular games that's just come out, Uncharted 4. And I picked up all these coincidentally from different stalls for £1 each. We've got Uncharted, the first one, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and to top it off, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, and they were all £1 each. And I thought, I hadn't got any of them, so now I've got all the PlayStation 3 versions, I believe. Someone will probably tell me different. And my final item, for £1, classic Pac-Man. The people who owned it were good enough never to keep the batteries in after they finished playing it. And it works, and I've had a little bit of a go. And that's everything I picked up. As I say, it was over a few booties, and I'd forgot some stuff from last time, so that's everything. Sorry I've rushed through it all, but there's a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, as you all know, if you've watched my Having a Blast episode, I've recently logged all the games that I can log there in my collection on RetroCollectcom. So if any of you want to go along and check out my collection, you can do. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, if any of you want me to feature any of those games in my future upcoming videos, just either leave a comment here, contact me by Instagram or Twitter. All the links will be in the description below. Obviously I can't do Master System and Atari 2600 at the moment because I've got no way of hooking up to my Hauppauge, but that's something I'll work on in the future. But other than that, as long as it's not got an RF connection, I can do it. So that's that. As I say, that's RetroCollectcom. It's great because now when I'm out of the booties, I can check what games I've got and haven't got, because there's games, when I was logging it, that I thought I'd got, and I know I've sold a copy of them thinking that I'd already got it. Silent Hill is one for the PS1. I sold my copy of Silent Hill 1 the original one, thinking I got it, and then when I've gone through my collection and thinking, oh, that was my copy that I sold. So that's annoyed me a bit. And the second thing, you all know I'm good friends with Retro Games Collector, sorry, and Harper. He recently come round my house to my games room, took a few photos, I did a bit of an interview, just a Q&A, and he shared me today. Today is Tuesday. Hopefully this video is going up on Tuesday. If not, this was Tuesday. He shared it on Tuesday. Any of you want to go along, that link will be in the description below. You can see all my collection, me doing some cheesy poses, and obviously go and support Anthony's channel as well, because it's a great channel and his website's awesome. Also, I recommend some of you YouTubers who watch me. Obviously he only lives 2 miles from me, so he can come to my house and take pictures of my collection, but he does feature other people on his website who send him pictures of their collection. So I know someone like Tutti UK, it'd be great to see your collection on his website, because you've got absolutely tons of stuff compared to me. So pop along, have a look. Also, I've written a couple of articles for his website. One to do with the change in modern gaming, especially online. I think it was online, the difference between from PS2 when I originally got into online gaming to the modern era, and one about car boots, which is also a good fun read. When I say I writ them, they're my original works. Luckily for me, as you can tell, I ain't the smartest, but my missus went to university and she proofreads everything, then I send it to Ant so I don't look like a dumb A, and then he does it again and it makes it look a lot better, but it is all originally from my heart, if you know what I mean. So that's everything really today. Oh, t-shirt. Gruss finally wore a Sonic one. I'm trying to get him in the picture and I'm trying to work out the opposite way. There you go. Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt just for you, Gruss Newton, because you would ask me to. So that's everything, guys. Sorry I've waffled on a bit. As always, if you like my videos, I know some of you don't, especially my pickup ones. That's just a little thing between me and a couple of people. If you do, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.